Morning, everybody. Lovely to be here, and happy Diwali to all of you. Sonik has told us about Diwali and the history behind it, and I'll happily take Lakshmi Devi and Saint Joseph any day, because we all need a full purse. Diwali is a festival, we live in an Indian city, of light and a lot of sound. And I can tell you, my memories, I left India when I was a teenager, and my memories were the street getting together, pooling money, and actually buying firecrackers. That was the thing everybody did, was we bought firecrackers. And the thing was, which street, it was all about outdoing the others, so which street had the best firecrackers. And there was one which we call a chadi, which is literally translates garland. And what it is it's a garland of firecrackers. So you can imagine something that starts right there, goes all the way to the back of the church, goes all the way back to the car park, and somebody lights that, and that thing could go on bursting crackers for several minutes. By the end of it, nobody can see each other because there's so much smoke. Nobody can hear each other because it's so loud. And the whole atmosphere is full of this thing. But that was the thing, as boys, we just loved seeing crackers, fireworks, and things like that. So thank you. I have a personal reflection that I've written, and it comes in the form of a reading that I've written up. And it takes what Sonika has told us about the Hindu tradition of Lord Rama being exiled by his father, the king, because his stepmother says, I don't want him to be king. So it's all palace politics. So he's exiled for 14 years, and a lot of people gloss over this. But 14 years with a young wife is a very long time to be wandering around in forests trying to seek refuge. So here's my reflection on Diwali. What would happen if Lord Rama and Goddess Sita met Jesus? So it's taken from the Gospel of Deepak, chapter 6, verse 7. Now it came to pass, when Jesus finished the miracle of the 5 loaves and 2 fish, that he came down from the mountain with his disciples, and departed from there to teach and preach in the towns of Judea and Samaria. As days passed, he ventured further into the forests of the east, and his disciples, being hungry, went in search of nuts and seeds from the forest to eat. Jesus, therefore, being weary from his journey, sat by a pool in the forest. It was about the 6th hour. And behold, an Indian woman came to draw water from the pool. And Jesus said to her, give me a drink. Then the Indian woman said to him, how is it that you, being a religious leader, ask a drink of me, a refugee woman? For people like you don't have any dealings with us. Jesus answered and said to her, if you knew the welcome of the universe and who it is that says to you, give me a drink, you would have asked him, and he would have given you 1,000 welcomes. The woman said to her, sir, you seem to be a learned man, but you don't seem to understand that people hold us refugees at a distance, sometimes with suspicion, mostly with contempt. Where is this welcome of the universe that you're talking about? My husband and I have been driven away from our kingdom because of the political situation there, and we've been wandering place to place seeking refuge for 14 long and exhausting years. Where are these 1,000 welcomes? Jesus answered and said to her, whoever welcomes one stranger into their community has done the work of mercy, but whoever welcomes a stranger into their lives is in tune with the welcome of God. The woman said to him, Sir, give me this welcome, that I may not wander from place to place, nor feel that I don't belong anywhere. Jesus said to her, Go call your husband and come here. The woman ran and found Rama and said to him, I found a man who says the welcome of the universe awaits people like us. Come and see. And Jesus saw Rama come toward him, and he said to him, Behold, an Indian prince in whom there is no deceit. Rama said to him, How do you know me? Jesus answered and said to him, Before Sita called you, when you were exiled from your kingdom, I knew you. I know what it means to be a refugee, because I was once a refugee in Egypt. Rama answered and said to him, Teacher, there is something in your welcome that makes me feel truly human again. Jesus answered and said to him, Because I said to you, I knew you when you were in exile, do you believe the welcome of the universe? You will see greater things than these. And he said to them, Most assuredly, I say to you, hereafter you shall experience 1,000 welcomes, like 1,000 little diyas or lamps lighting your path and inviting you home. Because the arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards your welcome. And at this point, the disciples came back and they marveled that he was talking to a refugee couple. A few days later, when Jesus and his disciples were leaving the forest, they came on a hill which had a strange glow. After climbing the hill to see where the glow was coming from, they saw in a distant valley a village where each house had put a diya at the front door, and thousands of these diyas made a universal glow that could be seen far and wide. And in that glow, they noticed one young couple slowly making their journey home. And Jesus turned to his disciples and said, You are the diya of this world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do they lamp a diya and put it under the basket, but on a lampstand. It gives light to all who are in the house. Let your diya so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven.